So when we're trying to open up a file inside Illustrator that we have on our computer, like a picture we've downloaded, it's really simple. You just go to Illustrator, you go to File, Open, and you can open it directly. When you open it directly, you just go to the folder in which you found the image, you grab the image and click Open. It's going to open. Now, what's important is when you're in Illustrator and you're working, it's going to create an artboard around that space. And so notice this black area is actually the artboard. So if I move this whale, there's the artboard, and you can see it in the background. When you want to make an image or a file, like File New, you can always create something and choose like a letter page size. Create that, and then if you want to put a picture in here, the way that you can do that is by taking the File Explorer window and literally just dragging and dropping a picture into that file, and you can drag and drop. Oh, sorry, it wants to open it over here because I have it open, so let me go ahead and close that real quick. If I have it here, I can go ahead and drag and drop it, and you'll see that it will place it in here. I can also go to File and Place at any time. And that's where I can then go grab a file from the web or from my computer, and I can place it by clicking and dropping it. Either way, you can get a file into Illustrator. Once you're in here, what you're going to do is you're going to use this as a template. So I'm going to go ahead and deselect it and use the right keyboard shortcut because I can deselect, Shift Control A, and be clicked off of it. What we're going to do here is you need to really begin to visualize what you want to create and see past the circles. I know that's a really vague and hard concept, but when you want to be creating something and you want to have perfect curves, you really have to start thinking more about what are you trying to create and break it down. So there's a lot of circles, a lot of things going on. So let's just start with the biggest one, right? Or the two biggest ones. I'm going to actually take this image, I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to go to Object up here, and I'm going to lock it. And what that means is it's going to lock it in place so I don't keep getting that like square coming across it. And actually, if I click and drag it, it's not going to move because I've locked it in place. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create two circles. I'm going to create a circle that comes all the way up the top and creates this back hump of the whale. And then I'm going to create a second circle that comes down through and creates this bottom portion. And I'm just going to start there. So I'm going to go over to my tools. I'm going to go grab my ellipse tool, and I'm going to go kind of try to find the center of this circle here, this big, big, big circle. And I'm going to click and drag. As I drag, I'm going to hold Alt on my keyboard and drag outward. And you do want a proportional circle. So you want to hold Shift on your keyboard. So I'm holding Shift and Alt. And I'm trying to create a circle. And it's not going to be right in line. So I'm going to let go. And then I'm going to use my selection tool to kind of move it around. Okay. So if needed, adjust your circle. If you need to use your arrow keys to nudge it around, that's fine. If you need to make it a little bit bigger, like mine just needs to be a smidge bigger, go ahead and do that. Okay, now it's kind of hard because you can't see the whale anymore, right? So I'm going to take this and I'm actually going to set the fill to be none. And I can do that over here, or I can go over to appearance on the right over here and I can choose none. And then that will allow me to see the circle but not see the inside, the fill, and I can see the whale. Okay, I'm then gonna go and draw another circle, so finding kind of the center of this big circle right here, and I'm gonna draw a second one. So I'm gonna see if I can find that and drag out, again, a proportional circle. I'm looking to make a proportional circle. If you need to let go, use your selection tool to resize. Keeping a Shift held will allow you to go ahead and do that. And you can nudge this around. So you've got two circles, and the next one we're going to go ahead and create the beginning of the whale.